welcome to my channel where we take old clothes and make it fashion. I was like, yes, shops are open, so we first have to do a COVID test.
All the girls standing in the line for the bathroom.
1 hour and 1 block of angry people later.
Would not be my life if I did not forget my passport. They had like the perfect denim shirt on the mannequin, but they didn't want to sell it to me. So I literally didn't listen to the song yet. I only saw the video because I was in the train, didn't have my headphones. And I didn't want to be one of those, you know, one of those kids. All I know is that apparently it's already controversial, and who am I to say no to a little bit of controversy? So let's start with this characteristic collar. It's weirdly large and pointy. Therefore I'm gonna pop out the old collar. Honestly, I'm losing my seam ripper now. Okay, I found this super sharp knife. Not recommended at home. I look like a creepy doctor, but it does seem to do the job. So I'm gonna fold the leg of this old jeans and use the old collar as the pattern for the new collar. But I will add extra length and width to the tips of the collar to make it more pronounced. Carlos, get out of the way. I'm gonna pin the two collars together and hope it's not gonna be an odd shape. To be honest, I asked Carlos and he agreed with the shape, so I guess for once, you know, we're in agreement with each other. So I pinned the collar back in place, and I'm first gonna sew it in with a huge stitch, like a basting stitch, so the biggest stitch size.
Biggest stitch size on the machine.
A little bit easier, at least to get it out if you sew it wrong. So I'm already thinking for a couple of days, how am I actually gonna do that? I found a better picture now. It turns out, still don't know how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get the front panel out asymmetrically. And yay, this allows me to get that ugly red zipper off that has been bothering me for so long. Then I'm gonna make patterns of these front panels on paper. Where the buttons are is the middle, so I'm gonna first chop half of that off. Then I'm gonna stick the two parts together so that I have one big front panel. I don't wanna sound pretentious, but yes, it is time to release your inner artist and use this as a canvas to basically eyeball all the lines that you see on the garment. But don't try to be too obnoxious, please, because, you know, we already have scandal enough. So I guess the smartest step is to just also make some kind of pattern for the back. Okay, I don't want to throw shade, but somehow the back of this jacket doesn't really make so much sense to me anyway. So I'm also not gonna overcomplicate things myself and just only make a pattern of the outlines and then sew some pieces together so that I can get this basic pattern out of there. So, normally I'm always really happy to recycle and take my old paper bags to make the patterns off. I think one of my roommates had a nice meal and it's on my pattern. I'm gonna try to cover the stains up with a bit cleaner paper. Oh, I found a finger wipe cloth. Maybe I can easily make the upper back part of these leftovers and use the hemline of the jacket as the bottom placket on the back. I think I'm just gonna do it inside out. I know, I'm like super edgy. And the lower back is also just some pieces sewn together. Then I'll make some markings where I'm gonna put the buttons and the buttonholes. And I still have these two buttons on the inside, you know, it's inside out. I'm just gonna leave it like that and make buttonholes on the other side. You might wonder,
yeah, and the buttons are upside down.
It's called fashion. Look it up. Tried to hide it for too long now, but it's getting dark. I think it's time for the tea, the real tea. I hardly dare to say it out loud, but I think I didn't sew a buttonhole ever on my own machine. My whole life, I literally sewed 3 buttonholes. That's why I chose upcycling, okay? The sleeves, I'm basically only gonna change the upper parts because I want to keep the down part with the slits and the buttons, because I have honestly no idea how to sew those. So I make some lines with chalk and divide the sleeves in 3 pieces. You know, it's my fancy transition. I learned it on TikTok. Then I'm gonna use the middle piece as a pattern to cut in a contrasting fabric. Please say yes. Cause I got to keep on moving. Then I'm gonna sew the 3 parts of the sleeve together. First with a normal stitch, then I'm gonna serge the seam allowances together.
3000 years later.
At least we have a sleeve. Fold the overlock edges up and then top stitch on the good side so that I stitch over the overlock seam allowance. Then we're gonna change out this shoulder piece for a contrasting color in the same way. I'm just gonna cut the pattern pieces apart like, you know, a good citizen. Hope we can still remember how it all fits together later. Wait, I'll make some markings on there before. For example, where the pieces can fit together. And then, ladies and gentlemen, attack! This is my chopped up pattern. Well, now you can make all kinds of pattern parts for the facings, for the buttonhole plackets and the button plackets. Or you just cut the fabric pieces now, then cut the 6cm strips for the facings from the pattern. And then you don't have to make the pattern twice. Call me clever, call me lazy.
Call me by your name.
All the facings I'm gonna finish the same. I'm gonna reinforce them and finish the outer edge with an overlock stitch. Ooh la la. At this point, I'm getting a little bit of hope again. Okay, that was a mess, guys. Yeah, guys. I'm gonna start with sewing the pocket flaps together. It's this kind of hee-haw. Well, you know, if you heard like that. Guys, I didn't want to buy buttons because, you know, I just forgot to buy them, I'll be honest. You know me by now. I'm cutting off all the buttons of the old jacket with a little bit of fabric surrounding it still. I'm gonna make a second buttonhole where I pop the button through and sew it in. If you pop that behind a facing, you'll hardly see it. And I feel like it's the best solution for everyone that's in lockdown, cannot go easily to the shop now. Just when you think you cannot sink any deeper. Yes, I'm very low on the floor. I thought I'd give you just one final overview. So I'm first gonna sew those together. Then I'm gonna finish the safety button plackets. So I'm gonna sew on the facings, fold it over to the other side, top stitch along the edge. La 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 la. I think it's time to decide where the buttons are gonna come. These buttonholes are definitely a pain to get out. It's these moments when you're sewing an elaborate project that you really feel like throwing it in the corner and crying in the corner. Sometimes you just want to scream. Okay, for not buying buttons, I'm really glad how it's looking. So now I can merge all the front parts. First sew the body together and then merge it with the top. Oh my god, look at this buttonhole. That's pretty, that's how I wanted them all. Oh, these are the tricky parts, to pop those things back in the collar. Honestly, I was just with my mom on the phone, it's her birthday, and I'm like, my brain is so empty. I've been sewing for so many hours. How can you stop complaining for a minute? Oh wait, am I complaining again now? Sorry guys. Day 4. Good morning guys. I'm gonna do the waistband. Don't look at the floor. I said don't look at the floor. It's still messy from yesterday, like a little. So I'm gonna sew the waistband together on the bottom and side. Add a button and buttonhole in the same way. Sew it on the jacket. And then now, ladies and gentlemen,
At the sleeves.
and no, we don't need a scissors for that. Don't forget to shoulder tap yourself from time to time. Sorry, I think this project made me crazy. I feel like the devil just came onto me, okay? Did I just say? I didn't mean that, okay? One of my most elaborate, sorry for the echo. That's just a high ceiling here. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, please. I would love to see your comments. If you liked the video, give it a like. It was a lot of work. And give me ideas. I'm always looking for new ideas. Uh-oh, this is really dark. In hell, it's also dark. So, If you want to see more, please subscribe to my channel. I would really like to have you as my subscriber. Don't judge my manicure, okay? I didn't know it would be that hard. Looking for something a little less complicated? I mean, I'd never, but you might want to check out a video of these cool patchwork jeans that I'm wearing.